With the upcoming Criminal Enterprises DLC, Rockstar is going to be heavily nerfing the Cayo Perico Heist. Some people aren't too bothered about this change and think it's fine, while most people think this change shouldn't happen and it's a terrible idea. So in this video I wanted to give my thoughts on the Cayo Perico nerf, what I think Rockstar can change about it, and whether or not it's a good or bad idea. First of all, if you don't already know, the Cayo Perico Heist will of course be getting a nerf, so let's take a look at exactly the way Rockstar will be nerfing it. First of all, they say they will be adding a 48-minute cooldown, which is one in-game day, to all heists played as a group, which isn't too big of a deal. Most heists are played with 2 or more players, except the Cayo Perico Heist, if you of course choose to. Now here comes the Cayo Perico Heist changes. So they say they will be adding a 3-day cooldown for solo playthroughs of the Cayo Perico Heist, which in real life is 144 minutes. This means you need to wait 2 hours and 24 minutes if you want to start up another solo Cayo Perico Heist, which I find quite annoying, but we'll get into my thoughts later in the video. That's not all on the Cayo Perico nerf though. All high value targets will receive a 72-hour cooldown. Let me explain. So if I was to scope out the pink diamond, the next time I want to do a Cayo Perico Heist, there will be a massive reduction in the spawn for the pink diamond, like a very small chance of getting it. If you want the regular spawn to come back for the pink diamond, you need to wait 72 hours real life, while also waiting 2 hours every time you want to do the heist on your own, and most probably getting stuck with tequila. Great. Now, while the spawn for high value targets is decreased, the secondary target values are increased during that time. But with the whole nerf explained, let me discuss my thoughts on it. Overall, this nerf was given to, quote, encourage more cooperation and exploration. In other words, play with more people. However, I feel this nerf will do the opposite of that. It will instead end up stopping people from playing the game. As a solo player, the main reason you're playing solo, I presume, is because you don't have friends to play with, and well, joining randoms is the very last thing you want to do. So being able to easily complete a few heists in the space of a few hours is a lifesaver. Also, what about the people who may not have enough time to play and don't want to spend hours waiting around to do a heist? It may not work for certain people. Those certain people are grinders. Here comes the whole problem. The Cayo Perico Heist is insanely good, like very good. People do it to make money and get the things that they want because it's such an easy heist to complete. I've done this entire heist with preps in literally 30 minutes. It's that ridiculously easy. But that's also the problem. It makes every other activity and heist completely obsolete and unnecessary to do, and people constantly resort to doing the Cayo Perico Heist for hours on end. It gets to the point where the heist is just that good that most heists and businesses have become totally irrelevant because of it. And let me tell you one thing, the heist sucks. Of course, not the money, we already know that, but in general it's a terrible heist. It becomes extremely boring and repetitive over time, and to be honest, I seek no enjoyment out of doing it. I just run through them waiting till I get to the end, and that's it, because it's that boring. This may come across as a very bad take and it may be controversial, but this nerf is actually a good thing. Coming from someone whose entire 200 million was mostly from Cayo Perico, this nerf is a good thing, but it doesn't mean it's done the right way. That brings me to the next point, how to improve this nerf and make it a lot better. Instead of a 144-minute cooldown, and no, I'm not going to say no cooldown at all, instead make it 48 minutes. That way people don't have to wait ridiculously long to start up another heist, while also keeping the 48-minute cooldown for group heists. Now, improving this nerf to make it a lot better is by upgrading rewards to past heists. And no, I don't mean the brand new 75% and 50% increases. That's cool and all, but I mean heist rewards on a weekly basis alongside the event weeks. This will give players more options for heists that require team play and will make them want to do more things with other activities besides Cayo Perico, instead of being stuck in the constant grind of that. Make it so that there is an additional amount of about 500k on each heist. In fact, up the amount every week from 100k to 500k to even 1 million. However, another idea that comes to mind is heist challenges. Make it so that you need to complete certain activities and bonuses throughout the heist to get a massive cash bonus. Not the elite challenge, instead something a lot better than the elite challenge. Every elite challenge of every heist is always the same. This can get boring and make it very easy. Instead, make them fun and original with different ways of completing the elite challenge, and the harder the challenges are, the more money, instead of a lousy 100,000. make it 500,000 for completing something difficult on the heist finale. That way the player will massively be encouraged to change up the pace and try something new. I don't know, let me know what you think of that. In fact, Rockstar should simply buff the first time bonuses on every heist, make the rewards higher, and actually, well, make the first time bonuses happen every week. Yes, every week. That way people will be even more encouraged to complete a certain heist on a certain week for a nice first time bonus. It's a great idea, and Rockstar really needs to think about this, because not a lot of people are agreeing with this nerf. Anyway, those are just some of my thoughts on the nerf. If you guys have any opinions and ideas of your own, don't be afraid to comment them below. I'll definitely read them and see what you guys think. But with all that said, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more Criminal Enterprise DLC content, which will be coming in the following weeks, and I'll see you all later.